The son of collegiate athletes has been pole vaulting since he was a toddler. Now, the 21-year-old has risen to the level of the world champions he idolized while growing up.
His mother, a heptathlete. His father, a pole vaulter. It's in his genes. He believes it.
Competing for a country that's never won gold in pole vault, can Armand Duplantis overcome the pressure of being the front runner and plant himself in the Olympic history books?
This is another level. Greatness is only truly established if you win the Olympic Games gold medal.
Wait for it. Welcome to another high-flying edition of Wait For It. I'm Lisanne de Witte and we're about to raise the bar with a story about a pole vaulting legend in the making. In the olden times, my people in the Netherlands used giant poles to navigate marshy land, jumping to and from dry spots. One day, two competitive medieval peasants must have decided to see who could go farther and higher. A new sport was born, pole vaulting, and it's been part of the Olympics since day one. For the first 7 decades, one country hoarded the gold. In 1896, it was William Hoyt, USA. 4 years later, Irvin Baxter, USA. 1904, Charles Dvorak, USA. USA, USA, USA. America topped the podium all the way through 1968. The gold streak ended when East Germany upped their game at Munich. Over the next 12 Olympics, the USA won 2 more golds. But only 7 other countries have tasted success. Throughout those 120 years, Sweden's only been able to capture 3 bronze, the last one in 1952. But there was a golden light at the end of their tunnel, when Louisiana-born Armand Duplantis, a world-class vaulter, faced a critical decision: compete for the US or his mother's homeland. With better opportunities and training facilities, one country made much more sense.
So Duplantis opted to represent Sweden.
Would the genetically gifted Swedish-American spring into action and bring home the first gold for his mother's homeland?
A superstar in the making. I'll say it though, to be a superstar, you want Olympic gold.
Wait for it. Armand Duplantis' Swedish mom met his American dad at LSU. They fell in love and had 4 kids. Mondo, as they still call him, was number 3. Though none of their children were pushed into sports, it was in their genes and their backyard. It was filled with everything from trampolines to a batting cage, and yes, even a vaulting pit. All things you need to make a legend. But there's one thing you don't need: fear, and Mondo seemed to have none. By age 7, he was a world record holder in his age group. With his father as his coach, he only got better from there. And after an unprecedented run of 23 straight victories in international meets, qualifying for Tokyo was merely a formality. Will the grandeur of the Olympic Games bring out the fear that eluded Mondo his entire career?
This is the first time he has technically or arguably been rattled. And now, the rock star, number 1 ranked pole vaulter in the world, Armand Duplantis.
Wait for it. Mondo made pole vaulting look easy, and at only 17, he even surpassed his father's best of 5.8 meters. And 3 years later, he surpassed every father's best, setting the indoor and outdoor world records, besting Sergei Bubka and Renaud Lavillenie, his childhood idols. Now at his first Olympics, Mondo had reached the pinnacle of athletic competitions, something he dreamed about his whole life. If that weren't daunting enough, he was pitted against a crew of elite vaulters, including France's Renaud Lavillenie. He comes in with gold and silver around his neck. He also held the world record for 6 years, until Mondo topped it. Next up was the reigning Olympic champion Tiago Braz from Brazil, looking to win back-to-back golds, something he prevented Lavillenie from doing back in 2016. Mondo's other main challenger was Christopher Nielsen, America's top Olympic qualifier.
Well, Nielsen, of course, victorious over Duplantis on more than just a handful of occasions in college days.
Each vaulter had 3 shots to clear each height, and Mondo set the bar with his first attempt. By the time the bar reached 5.92 meters, Navillani was unable to keep up.
The apprentice congratulating the master, saying, look, you inspired me. You're the reason I got into this sport.
Then the bar dropped on Thiago Braz, leaving Nielsen and Duplantis to battle for gold. Mondo took the first shot.
And comfortably over, comfortably over. And you've got to say that probably might be the gold medal right there.
It was up to Nielsen to respond. After failing twice to clear the height, he was down to his last try.
And there it is. Mondo Duplantis of Sweden, just 21 years of age, becomes Olympic champion.
Here was a favourite who absolutely delivered.
That's what he did at his first Olympics. I can't wait to see what he does in Paris or LA. How high can he go? Guess we'll just have to wait for it. Great.